Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Libra. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Libra, so Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus. All right, so I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I have asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Libra. And if you were wondering, I didn't put out a video for a while because I was in New Zealand and Australia, and I did not have internet access really for maybe at least the second half of my trip, maybe a little bit longer, just because it was either so slow that it wasn't uploading, or I actually literally did not have any internet access at all at one point, especially in Tasmania. And let me tell you, Tasmania is phenomenal and the people there are lovely. I am definitely going back, made friends for life. Great, great place. And so was New Zealand and Australia, the mainland Australia. Just want to say that. But Tasmania is definitely very, very special, and so are the people there. All right. So again, I've cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I've asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Libra. And stick around for the end. I'm going to have a few announcements. Okay, so what does the universe want to tell Libra today? We have the Knight of Swords, the Judgment card, the Ace of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. A lot of sword energy, air energy. Here we go for you, Libra. For your opportunity, the Ace of Cups. So you have two aces so far. And the Sun card is your challenge. Okay. So you've got a lot going on here. These cards are busy. You're intellectually busy also. That's one of the other things that's coming up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look around the room. We've got two major arcanas. We've got the Sun card in your challenge, and in your present energy, we've got the Judgment card. You have two aces, the Ace of Cups in your opportunity, and your near future is the Ace of Swords. And then we have a combination of court cards and minor arcana. So really an overall mixture of all energies. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's look at your recent past, and I'll get clarifiers in a minute. We've got this Knight of Swords. So this is really telling me that you have a lot of things coming at you really fast right now in your recent past. That I think that you've had a lot of revelations. I think that you had a lot of truth time. I think you're on a mission to figure a few things out in your life. Whether it's going to be relationship issues, career, life path in general. You're looking for truth. I think that you're really on a mission for looking for truth and at least getting some clues to help you figure out what is going on in your life and what direction it is that you want to go in. And I just feel that the other energy that's coming off this is that you're really trying to ground in your truth right now. You're looking to get firm footing on the ground for you to stand in your truth. That is your recent past, and like I said, I'll get clarifiers in a minute. Your present energy is the Judgment card. So you got more truth and more revelations coming in. This is you sitting down and asking yourself the big questions. Who am I right here, right now in this life? What makes me happy? Am I happy? How's your health? How are your finances? How's your relationship to friends, family, loved ones, your pets? Right? Do you like where you live, your location, travel, retirement, education? You're looking at everything in the 3D, but you're asking yourself these questions, and these are just samples. There's a lot more questions than this. You know, you're looking at it as, you know, do you like where you're at? You're taking a personal assessment, and as you're doing this, it's a compassionate review of your past. You're looking at everything that you've gone through. Maybe you're even looking at patterns. And this is allowing you to gain this knowledge and wisdom and insight, and you take it forward with you into the next chapter of your life, because this is the 20 in the major arcana. The next is the 21, the World card, and after that you cycle back to new beginnings. Now you already have two aces here. Aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. So we've already seen two, and I haven't even pulled clarifiers yet. So you're definitely transitioning into a new era, and this is your heart and it is your intellect with that sword energy. So you are really trying to gain those life lessons. And sometimes we don't learn these life lessons. We have to repeat things a few times until we gain that knowledge and wisdom and insight and hopefully break a certain habit. Sometimes we can't, or we choose not to, but you're really trying to gain that knowledge. You're having a lot of revelations right now. You know, good, bad, ugly, beautiful, doesn't matter. It's just you gaining that type of knowledge because remember, you're on a mission. Okay, then we get into your near future and we have this Ace of Swords. This is you having a new beginning in clarity, a breakthrough, triumphant breakthrough in clarity, to stand in your truth and to see truth, right? You're having these epiphanies. You're having all kinds of revelations. So one thing I want to say, ever since we left, well, since, since November, we've been in a Mercury retrograde season. One retrograde after another, after another, after another. Now what's happening is we're going to have this new full moon. And I believe, I have to look at my calendar. I knew it a couple of minutes ago, but I forgot. I think it's on Wednesday. So that is bringing in a lot of clarity. We're no longer having retrogrades. Now it's like the truth is being revealed. We're also in the age of Aquarius. There's a lot of things going on right now, and you are seeing the truth for what it is. And it's not just one. It's like you're seeing it in all aspects or many aspects of your life. And that is intense, but that's what's coming in for you. All right, let's go ahead and get those clarifiers now. I love that for you. All right, here we go. Okay. We have Queen of Cups. We have the Chariot. We have the Four of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles, your third ace. Amazing. The Five of Swords. I'm thinking you're getting like every single sword card too, which is interesting in this reading. Okay, so as we're looking at this, Libra, we've got this Knight of Swords being clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. This is about you following your heart. This is the truth for you. Following your heart and trusting your intuition to let it guide you in the decisions that you're making so that you feel and you intellectualize, but you feel that the decisions that you're making are the right decisions. Because if you're following your heart, it's not going to steer you wrong, right? So this is you grounding your truth. And now you're following your heart and you're trusting your intuition. This is you really going within for this type of guidance. Also, I'm really getting too that if you're connected to Source or if you're choosing to reconnect to Source, this is an excellent opportunity for you to be in the flow, for you to be getting divine downloads, for you to be having that energetic exchange with Spirit right now. There's something really powerful coming in for you. Then we get into your present energy, and it is this Judgment card. Asking yourself all those questions, right? It's for your own benefit. And it's being clarified by the Four of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, a literal gift and blessing from the universe and a new opportunity. This is you going within, taking some time out, getting some respite for yourself. Remember, you're asking all these big questions. That can be overwhelming. You know, I mean, if you're really doing the work, the serious work, it can be exhausting. This is you taking that time for yourself, going within. I think that this is a blessing. It's a blessing that you have time. It's a blessing that you're doing it. Some people put their head in the sand. You're not doing that. You're really looking for answers and clues right now so that you can further your life purpose, so that you can move further down your path. And you're really doing the time. You're going within and you're meditating on it. And I think that's going to bring you a lot of peace. Then we have this Ace of Pentacles, this golden opportunity that's presenting itself in the 3D. Now that you've grounded yourself in truth and you're trusting your intuition and you're following your heart, it's allowing you to see opportunities that are resonating with where you're going in your life direction right now. So you're seeing things that are going to be good and bad. You use your discernment to see what is right for you. And sometimes you choose things. If it doesn't work out, then you just keep going and you keep choosing things that until until they start to work for you. It's that kind of energy. I just feel that because you're getting a few things clear in your head, it's allowing you to see differently, and it's allowing you to see these opportunities that are presenting. Whereas if you were confused about your life direction, you wouldn't know something might be an opportunity because maybe you're looking at a different area. And because we've ended these retrogrades, now you've got clarity and insight into seeing into things. And that is also making it easy for you to see things. And it's on a vibrational level too. Then we get into your near future. And here's that Ace of Swords, you really having clarity of vision, of thought, standing in your truth. It's very empowering. And it's a powerful thing. It's you having these epiphanies, and it's being clarified by 2 sword cards. And swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. 6 of Swords and 5 of Swords. Now the 5 of Swords is a difficulty. It's overcoming obstacles. And this could be difficult things that were spoken, difficult truths to handle. This could be the language you choose to describe yourself, the world around you. And then we have this, the 6 of Swords. This is you transitioning, leaving troubled waters behind, going on to calmer shores. This is literally you, I feel, stepping into the new empowered you, the new version of you, and how you're moving forward in your life, right? Maybe you're leaving things behind because you've outgrown it. You know, some of you might literally be traveling somewhere that you're leaving something behind to move on to this next stage of your life. And there's light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes it might not feel like it because you're walking through this time in your life. You're going from the 5 to the 6, and then you get to the 7. But this is where you're at, and it's very empowering, and it's very insightful for you. It's a huge period of growth that's coming in for you right now. And again, this could even have been an argument. Maybe things were said and you can't take words back, or they can't, depending on who said it. That once it's out, but you're learning a lot from these experiences, and it's allowing you to choose what direction it is that you want to go in. And I think your back is to the past and your back is to drama, and you're moving forward. Very empowering reading. All right, Libra, that is your current energy. Now we're going to look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have 3 cards, and then I'll pull clarifiers. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Again, you have so much sword energy. It's all that air energy coming forward. We have this Page of Swords. This is Spirit saying, if you feel lost or confused, stop. Calm down, sit down, spend 5 minutes thinking about something, and you can figure your way out. Again, this is like an intellectual movement of this reading, but we also have trusting your intuition and your heart. But at the end of the day, the intellect, all of this sword energy is overriding everything. This is you thinking about everything, processing it, but you're not over processing it in this card. This is you being a detective and figuring things out. You're looking for answers. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is telling me that you're open to receive. You have things that are coming in. It's information that's coming in. It's people that are coming into your life. Again, you're using your discernment to see what is resonating and what's not. But it's for you to figure out what it is that you want to remain open to, because I think a lot of things are coming in for you right now. Then the last card is the 8 of, challenges. The 8 of Challenges, which is another word for swords in the tarot. This is really talking about you over-processing now in your head. This one you're not over-processing. This one you are. This is a self-imposed restriction, and that tells me that at times, while you're still figuring out the truth, you're thrashing around a little bit. I think it's very frustrating. Maybe you're not getting the answers as quickly as you'd like them, or things aren't moving in a direction that you want, or not as fast as you want, whatever it is, and that makes you really thrash around. You can see she's thrashing around with this thorn bush here, and she's getting scratched. She's doing that to herself. It's a self-imposed restriction. Over processing thoughts in your head. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. I'm going to have a little tea before we start. All right. So we have the Three of Swords, more sword energy, the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Hermit, and the Seven of Pentacles. I'm laughing because I was just thinking, are there any more sword cards to even pull at this point? I feel like you have them all. I love that. Okay, so we have this Page of Swords being clarified by the Three of Swords and the King of Wands. So this is really talking about you healing some aspect of your heart, whether it was hurt in a relationship, maybe something at work didn't work out, or just life in general. You know, maybe you wanted to go to college and you wanted to get into a school and you weren't accepted in the one you really wanted, so you had to go somewhere else. You know, whatever that heartache is for yourself, you're thinking about things right now, but you have an opportunity to heal a broken heart. So whatever that wound is inside, it's to pull a sword out and start healing that. So Spirit is saying that you would really benefit from healing the broken heart. That will help you lighten your frequency, but it's also going to help you release that emotional baggage that you're carrying around, because you definitely overprocess it in your head. I think that there's an incident that happened that created some type of a trauma for you, and you're replaying it over and over in your head. You're really having a hard time letting it go. It's so human. We all do it, but there's something that is really kind of holding you back. It's not allowing you to progress in your life as quickly as you'd like. So definitely take that time to heal your heart. We also have the King of Wands. This is about you taking bold, courageous steps to step forward. So to step forward in the healing, to step forward in finding out the truth and letting it resonate with you so that you can gain that knowledge, wisdom, and insight from it and carry that forward with you in the next chapter of your life. But here you're taking these bold steps to start that process. Then when we look at the Six of Pentacles, being open to receive, it's being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. This is really about you knowing your worth and value, and the worth and value of the pentacle, so everything that you have in the 3D, knowing your worth and value in a relationship, your worth and value as an employee or as an employer, right? Knowing your worth and value for your finances, for your health, for your education, retirement, travel, housing, location, whatever it might be, your relationship with your pet. You know your worth and value. You're grounded, stable, and secure. And this is you really missing gifts and blessings from the universe if your vibration is low. When you are open to receive, that is also a weight that's elevating you, right? You just don't want to be a giver. You also want to be able to receive. It's a give and take. You want both. That's a balance for you, and it's a balance for the person that is also wanting to give to you. How would you like to be the person that's giving and you're getting rejected? So it's for you to be open to receive. This is you really unblocking that heart, and I really feel like it's tied into this card here with the Three of Swords. This is a matter of you unblocking that heart chakra and just being open, and that's you being open to receive, because it's all tied together. So take a look at that energy and see how you can switch it up and unstuck yourself, right? Because this is where you're feeling bored, frustrated, apathetic, impatient. You're very frustrated right now, and that's creating a blockage. So Spirit's pointing that out, right? Remind yourself of your worth and value. Then we have this Eight of Swords energy. This is that self-imposed restriction, and this is being clarified by the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles. So what you want to do when that's coming up with those overprocessing those thoughts, use that intellect. Instead of feeling a self-imposed restriction, take that beautiful intellect that you have and go within for enlightenment. Get those answers and clues instead of just playing things over and over. Like, take a deep breath and then drill down even farther. Calm yourself down. Drill down even farther and go within. You might have those dark nights of the soul. That's part of the Virgo energy, and that's allowing you to walk through that fire and get to the other side. And maybe some of you need to do that. Maybe you don't, but there might be some of you out there that have to go through that process to gain those answers, that knowledge and that wisdom. And it's just to benefit you. Spirit's pointing that out. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. If you're at that crossroads, again, you need to go within for answers and clues to help you make these decisions and to gain some insight. But this is about you taking that type of personal assessment of your life right now. And that's going to be incredibly transformational. That's the guidance and advice from Spirit. There's some heavy messages coming in for you this time, Libra. That's all I'm going to say. I can feel this energy, and it's very intense. It's really life-changing. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is the Ace of Cups. You have an opportunity for love. And this is love overflowing in any aspect of your life. So this could be your connection to Source. You just being in the flow of life. Right? Because this is where you're just in that flow, mind, body, soul. This is you attracting abundance and prosperity. You're a high viber. You have an opportunity for that. You have an opportunity to realize there's that beautiful, majestic swan, and there's the reflection of the swan in the water, that you're noble. You see the tiara and the jeweled necklace. That is a reminder that you are a noble person. I mean, really, when you're tied into the Justice card, that really is noble also. I think it is. This is you really stepping into your truth. It's heart-based. And you have an opportunity to really tap into that. I think it's really powerful. This is a new beginning and a gift and blessing from the universe. You have, let me double check. You have 1, 2, 3 aces so far, and I'm not done pulling clarifiers. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. The only one we're missing to this point is the Ace of Wands. Beautiful energy here for you. Then we have your challenge. Your challenge is the Sun. So is your challenge impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do achieve it, it's very rewarding. But it's definitely not impossible. The opportunity is so easy. It's an opportunity. It's right there for you to pluck. So the Sun card is the most powerful card. It's the most positive card in the deck. But it's in your challenge position. So that means there might be a blockage. There might be something else going on that's preventing you from really tapping into this with ease. It's with ease because you can, like I said, it just means you have to work a little harder at it. But this is talking about all this ultimate success coming in. It's positivity. It's you following your heart with this from this position of I would say enthusiasm. There's just this intense positivity. This is about good health, physical and mental health. So this is about you really following that light source. Let's get some clarifiers. Like that. All right. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the Queen, or not the Queen, sorry, the Empress. The Queen of Cups is right next to her. And then we've got the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so no more aces. Just want to say that. So you have the 3 aces. So for your opportunity, the Ace of Cups being clarified by the Five of Pentacles and the Empress. So this is really talking about when you have that opportunity to get into that flow. And this is coming up. This is telling me that you're having a self-concept issue, that maybe even self-esteem. You feel like you're left out in the cold. There might be a victimization. Maybe you feel like a victim in something. Maybe there's some self-pity going on. Maybe you're going through something right now that makes you tap into that, like, why me? Oh my God. Whatever that might be, this feeling, this is about you maybe even feeling like a fifth wheel in an instant. Maybe you feel like an outsider at work or in a like a club or a community. There's something about that because this is the card of lack. And so your way out is to focus on your strength. So focus on what it is, a strength that you have in the 3D, what it is that you have a strength as your intellect, whatever it is, and that will help change that energy because it opens up all this beautiful love opportunity that's coming in for you. don't put yourself in an arena where you don't belong and make yourself feel like a horrible outsider or where it's awkward, because that is going to be awkward. Look at your strengths. You can always learn a skill set, but if it's this uncomfortable for you, you need to take an assessment, which is what's coming in here. Take an assessment and see if you're really in the area that you want to be in, or is it really a negative for you and it's not something that you want to do anymore. Anyways, take an assessment on that, because that's an energy that's coming in that's going to throw a wrench in that Ace of Cups, because we all have that Ace of Cups with the Empress. Oh my God, she's all four queens put together. This is abundance and prosperity. So this tells me this is you living your idealized life, but you've got some sadness there. And, you know, it's really tied into this Three of Swords. So I think that there's an incredible healing opportunity that's coming in with this Ace of Cups. I think it's tied into you healing an aspect of your heart, and maybe you feel left out in a relationship, maybe it's family, and this again is giving you the opportunity to heal yourself. But this Empress is all about abundance and prosperity and you tapping into your idealized life. This is having a big open heart. It's easy. That's the thing with her. It's easy. She's just there waiting to have all these beautiful, wonderful things come in to give birth to the new you, a new life, a new elevated life. That's what your opportunity is. Then we're looking at, oops, I just dropped the card. Hold on. Then we are looking at your challenge position, which is the Sun. And the Sun is being clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So this Eight of Cups is really talking about you walking away. You are walking away from something that is not working out for you. And that is how you get to the Sun. So there's something that's creating a blockage. And what is that blockage? It's different for everybody. But this is saying maybe it's a relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe it's platonic. Maybe it's a work relationship. There's something going on that is creating a type of blockage. And once you walk away from that, that's going to allow you to tap into that beautiful Sun energy. So person, place, thing, idea, something is creating a blockage. But you know what? That's what all this sword energy is for. You are really going within and you're looking for these things. This is part of the knowledge and the wisdom that you are seeking in this reading. The other card that's here is the Seven of Swords. So let me show you the cards again. So the Sun card being clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords is telling you to be very strategic about it. It's also telling you to stay in a high vibration. The polka dots in the tarot is talking about having a good time. It's a positive card. This is really about you being strategic about how you're looking at things. Again, this is not you beating yourself up. You're being very smart about what it is that you're looking at. You're being very smart about who you discuss these things with. Maybe you have to keep your cards close to your chest. Maybe you don't want to reveal certain things. For example, what if it is that you want to leave your job? Well, you don't go tell your employer right away. Maybe you need to wait until you have another job in case they let you go first. Or you're treated differently at work. You know, maybe you give a 2-week notice and they're like, hey, great, well, we've already got backup for you. You can go tomorrow. Employers can do that, and I've seen them do it to people before. So be strategic about how you're going to go about something. You know, for example, like I always tell people this, men or women, but especially women. For example, what if you're going to break up with someone and you've had a tumultuous relationship? Well, please don't do it alone in your home with that person, and then they have the potential of reacting violently. You want to do it in public. You want to do it in a restaurant. You want to do it where you've taken separate cars. And again, men, some women are crazy, as we all know. It's not just men. They can react violently too. So you want to definitely protect yourself and do it in public, and then make that clean break and that separation. So if that is something that you're doing, again, you're being strategic about it. You're making sure it's done publicly. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so that is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. Wow, Libra, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And don't forget to leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. And then I also want to remind, I have to read my notes because I forget. Don't forget, I have a membership now on the channel, so you'll get extra videos, and it'll go beyond that. I've got 3 different levels of membership, so take a look at that, see if that's a way you want to support the channel and be part of this community. I also go live twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Thursday it's in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation. People submit questions in advance through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or live PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. Just know SuperChat's a little more expensive because YouTube takes 40%. So all that information is in the link in the description below. If you don't see it, hit the more, and then it'll drop down for you. You can also go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can sign up for the free newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. You can book a personal reading with me and a missing person consultation. You can also check out the Learning Center. That's where I have my 16-week manifestation masterclass. I also have a 4-week tarot masterclass coming out later summer. I usually teach it live in March and October, but a lot of people have been requesting to take it at their own pace, and they're all in different time zones. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that and get that up online for you. But it won't be till the end of summer. And I'm actually hoping to do that by August, but we'll see what happens with the timing. I also do private lessons, one-on-one tarot, raising your vibration, and manifestation, if that's something you're interested in. And I have a section called Alison's Picks. Those are my affiliate links. Skin Like Butter, wonderful products, body butters, and soaps. I use her products. They're phenomenal. That's why I have her on there. And Dr. Amir Karim Skincare, I use his products. I've been using them for a couple of years, and I just think he's phenomenal. I think it's the best product I've ever used. And I use the trifecta and then the other products that are with it. Definitely check out the affiliate link to go through to get the discount. Rogers Hood Apothecary, the Parasite Cleanse, Mold Cleanse, the Lymph Kit, and the Fulvic Soak. I started the Parasite Cleanse today. I did it 2 months. I took that time off when I was in New Zealand and Australia, and I'm starting it today, and I'm going to do it for several more months because I want whatever is in me out. Wow. This stuff works, and I've never done a Parasite Cleanse until that 2 months ago, so I'm really excited to continue on this process. You don't have to do it as long as I am. I'm choosing to do this because I've never done one before, and I'm seeing results, and I'm going to keep doing it until everything is out of my body. Weirdest thing ever. I never would have known I had parasites ever. Check out my interview with Kim Rogers, the founder of Rogers Hood Apothecary, and you'll get more insight into what it actually is. I'm going to actually have her back on, so definitely check it out. All right, everybody, I'm sending you lots of love. Bye for now.